This message is brought to you by stupidity because women make a lot of stupid mistakes. Hi, guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for joining me. Um, I also want to thank the new subscribers and those of you who have watched my video. And I really thank you and I appreciate you all. Again, we are a growing channel. So, like, share, and subscribe in order to push us through the algorithm so that our content is reached by more people. So, thank you all. But I am bringing you this article today about Giselle and Tom Brady. And now that Giselle knows that he's dating. And I'm going to give a little bit of my perspective on the topic, the situation, because I just feel like modern women make the stupidest mistakes that we can, and oftentimes try to look for justification for the reasons why we made those stupid mistakes. We uh, made life changing decisions that wasn't beneficial to anybody. And so um, I'm going to just give you my perspective. So it says that I'm going to skim through the article. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it basically says that Giselle is not happy with Tom dating because she thought that he wouldn't find anybody. She thought that he would be alone. And to me, that's projection. Like, Giselle, are you projecting? Like, do you think that you'll be alone for the rest of your life when you didn't have to? So I think that was from another article. It didn't say it in this article, but it does say that she didn't think that he would find anybody else, and that she's happy he moved on because she moved on too. And that's a lot. She hasn't moved on. Anybody, okay, so here's what happens when you date your peak man, right? And we all have them. They're at different levels depending on the type of person we are at that time, when we met that person, and who we were together. We can decide to stay and grow together. But, it's different levels to it. Some people stay at the bottom, some people don't. But everybody meets their peak man, right? So Giselle has met hers. She's been with Tom for the last 13 years, or they've been married for the last 13 years. Things are different. The dating scene is not what you think it is. And you're going to get out here and you're going to be disappointed, which I'm pretty sure you did, because I remember a couple of articles back saying that she was dating the jujitsu instructor. Like, come on, bro. Pro football player, jujitsu. I mean, And so we end up making these excuses for the reasons why we break up our family, um, with no regards to anyone else. We try to use excuses instead of making it work and pushing forward. You know what I mean? Nothing is easy. Nothing worth having is easy. And relationships are not easy. But if you think you've been off the dating scene for 15 years and you're going to get back out here and it's going to be the same thing, you are sadly mistaken. So she's not happy he moved on because she didn't move on. She compares everybody she meets, everybody who tries to talk to her, every dating prospect that she has, she compares them to Tom. So she has not moved on. And I say go back to your husband. You got out here, y'all both, you know what I'm saying, probably did adult things with other people, call it even, call it whatever you want to call it, but go back to your husband. There is nobody out here for you. And your chances of meeting somebody who will do the same thing for you as Tom did are slim to none. So you got to meet somebody, then y'all have to like each other, then y'all have to be committed to one another. Then he has to marry you, and he has to go above and beyond of what Tom has done for you in order for you to say, okay, you know, somebody else was out there that was better for me. You know what I mean? It's not gonna get no better than Tom. So y'all want to do co-parenting, and you know, um, the children are upset. Everybody's upset because of a decision that you decided to make. And so I'm skimming over the article as I speak to you all as well. So um So I want to read a couple of lines out of the article that kind of made me question what was really going on. So it says, this is what the source is saying. The news was difficult, and she was initially upset, which she rightfully so. You know what I mean? Rightfully so. You broke up your family for no reason when all that man wanted to do was play football. See, oftentimes as women, we don't think about, we're selfish. Okay, let's just put it like that. We're very selfish. We don't think when it comes to um decisions that need to be made when we're not emotional. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it like this is what I think from Tom's perspective. I am a man. I am in my physical prime, right? I've been playing football for all these years. I love the game just as much as I love my family. And if I have the ability to play when my body is still in shape, when mentally and physically I am still capable of doing so, let me do that. Because you don't meet a lot of 45-year-olds, 46-year-olds, damn near 50-year-olds that's out here um playing at the highest peak. You see what I mean? I don't know too much about football stats. Don't ask me. I do watch football with my husband, but I don't know no stats or nothing. Like, it's just entertaining. I don't know no stats. So whatever Tom Brady's stats are, at this point in his life, at this age, it's going to be rare that you meet a 45, damn near 50-year-old man who is still capable of accomplishing the things that Tom Brady is. And he's playing a game that is very detrimental, could be very detrimental to his health and his body. You know what I mean? So let him play. And I understand you were upset. I get it. You're not as young as you used to be. Your body is not what it used to be. And you don't view yourself the same. But what you don't know is Tom views you the same. We don't think about the type of woman we've become, all the milestones, all of the accomplishments we've made, um how far we've come as individuals. We don't think about things like that when we've been with one man for so long, and now we feel as if we're not the most attractive person, or why is he attracted to me? We don't understand that, and it's something that's bigger than you. It had nothing to do with you, Giselle. It had nothing to do with you. And you put yourself in it. Now I understand, you want to spend more time with your husband. You feel like y'all 45, or you getting up there in age, and you want to spend as much time with him as you possibly can. I get that. That's understandable. You know what I mean? What woman wouldn't want to spend time with her husband? And you've been going through this since y'all been married, or since before y'all been married. You've been going through the games and the training camps, and everything else, preseason. You've been going through all of that. So I get it. You're tired of it, but he's not. So your role as the supportive wife was to still support him and you made a rash decision. You could tell you made a rash decision because you're upset about it. You regret it. And Tom regretted too. That's not what Tom wanted. In this article, it says that they amicably came to a decision, and they didn't. What man want to break up his family? She filed for divorce. What man really want to break up his family? You've been all he's known for about the last damn near 20 years. So why would he want to give that up to get back out here and date somebody else? It wasn't nothing too wrong going on in y'all marriage other than the fact that you were emotional about the fact that he did not retire. That is not a reason to leave your husband. That is not a reason to call it quits. It's not a reason. And we give up so easy thinking that we got options. No, we don't. You don't have options. I don't care how good you look. I don't care if you was a Victoria's Secret model. I don't give a. I don't care. There's nothing out here. You're old. It's over. It's over. And I'm not saying like you old, like, oh, you got to stop trying to be who you are or whatever. No, but you have to have some sense of maturity about yourself to know when you transition from the young, attractive, wow partying individual to now responsible, accountable wife and mother. And we don't know how to accept when we hit that transition. So you broke your family up for no reason, called it quits. You know what I mean? And I want to show y'all another thing too. This how I know Tom is not over his wife. This how I know Tom not over his wife. Hold on. It's a picture that I'm looking for. This picture. That girl resembled Giselle. They have similar features. She's a Victoria's Secret model, for God's sake. Like, come on. That man did not want to break up his family. You know what I mean? He probably talking that girl ear off about his marriage. Like, let's just be for real. Because this is not what he wanted. This is not what he desired to happen. And here you come being all super emotional for no reason. Listen, if he didn't put y'all family in danger, if he didn't put your children in that, well, that's family, but if he, stopped being the provider, if he stopped being the protector, if he stopped problem solving for you, if he did something very drastic, then okay, I get that. But we be leaving our men for no reason. No reason. And y'all get around these women and you complain to them and they take the opportunity to try to persuade you for reasons why you should leave and not for reasons you should stay. I'm not saying all single women are like that, but a majority of them will tell you things that don't necessarily make sense just to, you know what I mean? Just to see if, you'll play to it and you give in to your emotions. Don't do that because then you end up making a decision that you're going to regret and something you're going to do something that you can't come back from. And that's what Giselle did. That's the same thing Tia did. Tia made me so mad because you're around all these single failed old females that ended up alone with nobody, miserable, and you around them and your situation done changed and now you want to sit up here and disrespect your husband and divorce your husband just to get out here and be unhappy. Like, be for real. Be for real. It ain't nothing out here. I hope to find love again. No, I'm not saying that you won't find love again. What I'm saying is you're expecting to meet somebody that is better than your husband when you had your husband. And that was as good as it's gonna get. It is very rare that you leave somebody that's on the same exact level as you and you level up 100%. You level up tenfold. That is rare. Why y'all think everybody going around here talking about they want to Russell? And that's actually an insult to Russell Wilson. That's not a compliment to him. That is an insult. You got a bunch of hood rats going around saying that they want they want a man like you. That's an insult. But again, Giselle gave up on her family. Now I get it again. You sacrificed your career, which wasn't gonna last as long as his football career anyway. Especially as long as he maintained his physique and didn't get have any major injuries, your career wasn't gonna last as long as his. Let's just be for real. But you feel like you sacrificed your career for him, okay? And so now that now he don't want to retire for you. Let that man play ball. Let that man do what he loves. You don't know what's going on with him. You don't know how he would react if you forced him to retire. You don't know what could have happened. So instead, you do this. You know what I'm saying? So I had a little piece of the article that I actually wanted to read about what she said about around the time they first met and how they got together, spent built together, and life goes on and whatnot, right? So it says, when I was 26 years old, he was 29, we met, we wanted a family, we wanted things together. As time goes by, we realized that we just wanted different things, and now we have a choice to make. Y'all don't want different things. You wanted a different thing. You wanted something else. He didn't go to you with no demands. If you don't do this, I'm going to leave you. He didn't go to you like that. So you changed. Your opinion changed. Your mindset changed. Your definition of what happiness was changed. You changed. We realize that now things are different. Now we have a choice to make. No, you have a choice to make. You had a choice to make, and you made it, and you disrupted the flow of your family. Nobody is happy. You're not even happy. Let's just be real. That doesn't mean you don't love that person. It just means that in order for you to be authentic and truly live the life that you want to live, you have to have somebody who can meet you in the middle, right? It's a dance, it's a balance. Truly live the life you want to live. Who don't who don't want the lifestyle you want, Giselle? Who don't want that lifestyle? Who don't want that lifestyle? Your patience ran out. You said I could do this for 10 years. He'll probably be retired by then. He'll probably be done. This is probably just a little phase. He's made more than enough money. He'll retire around 10 years. Okay, another 2 years. Okay, that's fine. I can rough it 2 years. That's fine. But you want me to wait another 5 years for you? I'm getting old. I'm trying to go old with you. I'm trying to be on the beach. I'm trying to vacation. I'm trying to do all this. We can't do all that if you playing football. I'm trying to retire. I'm trying to be on the boat. I'm trying to get away from these kids. We can't do that if you're not retired. So we make impulse decisions. What better of a life do you want to live outside of this? This man just didn't he just win a Super Bowl, I believe? Did he just win one? So, I mean, what life do you not want to live what do you want to do that you can't do? She want to be with her husband. Okay, be with your husband. I want to be with him on my terms. It ain't all about you. It's not all about you. And women, we forget that making these impulse decisions when it comes to our happiness. We won't sacrifice our happiness for the happiness of our family. Most of us won't do that. Most of us don't see the value in sacrificing your happiness for your family versus yourself. We think it's all about us. We got to get back to being grateful for who we are and what we do and what we accomplish, how far we've come. Those are accomplishments. Sure, you're not the same, you don't look the same, you don't act the same, but you in a damn good spot. And we oftentimes forget that being gracious for what we have goes farther. When you stop and you're more grateful and you take a look at everything you have and where you come from and where you're going, it makes being grateful a little bit more it makes being grateful a little bit better. Everybody is not fortunate enough to have a husband that's making money or just having a husband work with them, period. You know how many females online crying, begging, pleading for a good man, and you have one, and y'all just toss them back to the streets like they're nothing because it has nothing to do with anything besides the fact that you feeling the type of way. Y'all gonna regret these decisions. Y'all gonna regret leaving y'all husbands because the streets are not what they're cracked up to be. It is terrible out here. It was terrible before you went on the market. Most of us lucked up to get our men. Lucked up. And you gonna let them go like that? Like, how dare you? That's so disrespectful. How dare you? But anyway, so I just wanted to bring you that, that information and give a little bit of my perspective because we sit up and talk about we don't need our men and we can do better without them and they don't make us happy. They don't do what it is they need to do. They are men. You cannot complain about him for being a man. It's not like men come a dime a dozen. So if you got yours, you better keep them because the odds of you finding another man that will do the things that this man has and showed you the things that this man has showed you are far few in between. So don't mess up what you have being selfish and being emotional for no reason. We give up on our man our we give up on our men far too easily because we think we got options. We don't have options. It's over. You better get on your hands and knees and beg that man to take you back. I'm trying to tell you. Salvage their relationship before it gets too bad. I'm trying to tell you. Go to counseling if you need to. If that's what make you happy, do what you got to do. But don't don't let that man go. You won't get another one. So thank you guys for joining me today on this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We're trying to grow our channel, not try, but we are growing our channel. So I can really use your help in being pushed through the YouTube algorithm. So thank you guys again, and I will see you on the next video.